I know that you're an artist. So, what are some of the artists that inspire you? It could be any medium, just in general. Like, what artists inspire you? You see something or hear something and go, I got to go create now. Is there anybody out there like that for you?
Well, for me, art is it's not exactly connected to punk. So I like a lot of punk artists,
Sure.
but kind of a lot of the art I like that inspires me to make art is more sort of, kind of iconic art world stuff. Like, I love Basquiat. I love the painter Philip Guston.
Okay.
I guess you wouldn't call him modernist. He's more of a contemporary, but Matisse is my favorite of all time. I love Matisse. When I see Matisse, he's got I say it's unconnected to punk, but the thing I love about Matisse is the same thing that I love about punk is he's got this sort of almost childlike raw energy and spontaneity in every brushstroke. So people often look at Matisse paintings and they think of it as being decorative, or a lot of pictures of, they call them odalisques, where it's just a kind of classical woman reclining thing.
Sure.
And they don't sort of get what I get out of it, but it's I don't mean that to sound pretentious, but what excites me about art, what really draws me in, is every single brushstroke has a certain kind of energy to it, even if when he's just filling in a field of color.
Okay. And
I've seen those large paintings. Some of them have big fields of color, like the famous painting. There's a bunch of women in red. Their skin is literally red, dancing in a circle, and the rest of it is just green. But even if you just go into this green, like every brushstroke just has a life to it that you can't exactly put into words. So
that's awesome.
I love Matisse.
That's amazing. It's nice to hear somebody else describe something they really enjoy, because, like you said, it's going to be different for every person that enjoys it. It's very subjective. So we could watch the same movie and get something different out of it,
Yeah, and a lot of the art I love is, art that is made by non-artists, like homemade sign painting, and just people like sort of kind of unschooled art where someone is just creating without any affectation. People call it folk art. They used to call it primitivist, but I think they don't call it that anymore because it's considered condescending or something. I don't know. They probably have a new word for it, but just basically art, outsider art. That's another term for it. But
I mean, you're an artist if you create art.
Yeah,
this is my opinion.
So unschooled art by people that are working outside of the art world. A lot of times, that's the stuff that I like the best.
What is your favorite medium to create in outside of music?
You mean,
like, do you like to paint or draw, or do you like acrylic or watercolor?
Well, with painting, acrylic is a lot easier because there's no fumes.
Right.
Oil looks the best, but it's really a whole fucking thing to do it,
Yeah.
And it's hard. So oil is the best, but it's hard. Acrylic's much more immediate, but it doesn't look as good. But I enjoy painting. I haven't been doing it for a while. I go through phases with it.
Yes.
I've never been able to sort of be a disciplined, continuously productive painter, but it'll come back and I'll do it again.
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to say thank you for watching my video. I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. If you'd like to support what I'm doing a little further, I have a record label with a lot of big things happening. There's a link to my Bandcamp in the description. I own a small record store. There's a link to my Discogs in the description as well. And finally, there is a Patreon link in the description. None of these are mandatory, of course. I just wanted to let you know they exist. And, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll answer them as fast as I can.